Hello, Vanessa. How are you?
Hi, good, thank you.
I'm so glad to see you back. This is our session 3. Vanessa, I was a little bit concerned the last time you were here when, you were still, showing some signs of grievance. You got upset and you were crying. So, but I see another different energy today. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling better. I'm doing good. Doing better.
Good. Okay. Well, what I had planned for you today was we talked about that you lost the provider, the elderly lady that you were taking care of, and she was your source of income. Due to the fact that she's no longer with you, kind of in a way you lost your job. So now you're struggling financially, which affects your emotional state of being, and it's also affecting you raising your child as a single parent. Is that correct? Yes. Okay. So what I had in mind for this session, I want you to, I have this self-care assessment worksheet that I would like you to look at, and I was thinking if you could fill out the one called emotional self-care, and let's go see where you're at from there. So go ahead and look at it, and then I want you to pick the 5 that call you out. Okay, 5 that you think you could work with, and if you could kind of read them to me like in order.
The five that.
The 5 most important that you can would like to work.
Okay.
That is lacking, I guess, in your life.
I see here. Give yourself affirmations. Praise yourself. That one stands out.
Okay, very good.
Um, Stay in contact with important people in your life. Spend time with others whose company you enjoy. That's important. I don't really do that. Love yourself. And identify comforting activities, objects, people, relationships, and places, and seek them out.
Okay.
Others whose company you enjoy.
That now, what I want you to do now is go ahead and pick 2. That you have 5 that are very important to you, but I want you to let go of. You're gonna be like, well, I could let go of this 3, but I can't let go of this 2. This is a 2 that would mean a lot. That you really, really need, that you're lacking, and you need it as an emotional
That
support.
would help me
that
out.
would help you to get you where we need to get you.
Well, I scored it really low on stay in contact with important people.
Go ahead and put a put a number on that one. And what's the other one?
Give yourself affirmations.
That's an excellent one. Go ahead and
praise
put it.
yourself.
Okay, the next thing I want to do with you is give you this that diagram that has to do with goal setting, and that's what I want to work with you on the goal setting. So let's go ahead.
My main goal would be.
Your main goal is happy, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go ahead and write it big right here on the top, because that is your main concern. That's why you're here. This is what's bringing you here. Then, so what do we need to work on the emotional? From this paper, I want you to bring over the 2 that you picked, and I want you to put it, on one for the sub goal, and then the second one for the second sub goal. And I'm making you responsible for this. This is, you picked it. I want to make sure that you're agreeing. This is something that you're like, I want to work with this. This is gonna help me. Not that I want to give it to you, but that you were like feel comfortable that it's gonna help you. You're like, I'm lacking this. I need this.
Stay in contact with important people in your life.
Very good. And then on the second one, if you can go ahead and do the number 2.
Give yourself affirmations, and praise yourself.
Very important. You know, sometimes we forget. You know, we're so used to perhaps for other people, and then we tend to forget to ourselves. You know, we have to love ourselves before we can love other people.
Yes.
Okay, so now the next thing what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and work. We are now moving into the task. What can we do that is gonna help you with staying in contact with people, important people in your life, and then that one thing that's gonna help you as in an affirmation. That's something that you could do like every day for yourself. So let's go ahead and how can you stay in touch with your loved ones or important people? So we can start with with your loved ones. So think of at least one person that you can stay in contact and that would help you. Who would that be?
My mom.
Your mom. Okay, so let's go ahead. And what can you do? Where does she live?
About 30, 40 minutes away.
Does she have a phone?
Yes.
Okay, so how would you get in touch with her? Would you go visit her? Would you call her? Would you text her? What would you do? How can you stay in contact?
Phone calls.
Okay, so what would be the best time to? Because didn't you say you're going to school?
Mm-hmm.
So when would that help you to make that contact with her?
In the afternoons.
In the afternoons. Okay, very good. Maybe you can call every day and say, Mom, can I make enough? Can we set up a time? Would you be available at this time? And we can touch base. How was your day? That kind of thing. Very good. All right. So, who's another person that you can stay in an important person in your life? Who would be another important person in your life? Because it could be, would you say just family members, or would you say friends could also go into this category?
I have a friend.
Very good. So go ahead and put that person's name right here. Very good. And then do the same thing. Would you do the same thing? You can even suggest, hey, I'm doing this project. I'm supposed to be getting in touch with people that are important in my life. Do you mind, making yourself available at a certain time, and then, just take it from there? How long you want to spend with this person, it's up to you. As long as it's, what would you say?
A good 30 minutes.
Very good. Because I know people are busy and you're busy with your school, but a habit, if you could make this a habit,
right.
Let's see how networking, that is the best thing for support, personal support. Very good. So let's go ahead and move to the next one, the sub goal, which has to do, what is it to here?
Give yourself affirmations and praise yourself.
Very good. Do you know what an affirmation is? An affirmation would be like, you're doing a great job. Do you ever tell that to your child?
Yes.
That's great. You are so smart.
Yes.
You're okay. So like I say,
they like it.
Oh yes, it makes you feel good. Great. So how can you give yourself an affirmation? When would that help you? If we're trying to build you, if we're trying to make you happy, what time of the day? If somebody made you a comment to make your day, what time would that be? When would that be? Do you want to start the day like in the morning? You want to start it in the evening, before you go to bed? Because
in the mornings and the evenings, maybe.
Oh, well, you're right. You know what?
Start off my day with positive and end it with knowing it's positive.
Very good. So that's an excellent way to start. So you would say, in the morning. So how give me an example.
Reflect on, how I feel and what I did, and hopefully it's positive.
Could you write yourself a note?
Mm-hmm.
Could you leave your note by the mirror in the morning?
Yeah.
A paper. What will you write on that paper? Maybe you do it the night before. Tape it, have it ready in the morning. What kind of What will you write on that paper? What could you write on that paper?
Positive things to myself.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start. If you could give me just three, give me three examples of tomorrow morning, what would you start with? What would you write on that note? This is you talking to you.
I don't know.
You're beautiful.
Yeah.
You're smart.
You're smart. You can do this.
Exactly. So go ahead and you know.
Um,
And this is stuff you would tell your friend. If you call a friend and your friend is feeling down and she's telling you, I'm not feeling good about myself, what would you tell your friend?
that's right. Stay strong.
Very good.
Stay positive. Pray to God that He will get you through this.
Very good. Go ahead and write it down. All right. So then tomorrow morning, let's go ahead. Let me recap. Our goal for this week or for this session is we want to focus on you getting yourself happy, making yourself happy. We are going to work with staying in contact with people that you care, that are important in your life. You're going to get in contact with your mom and your friend 30 minutes every day or, as much as needed. You decide you can talk to them.
30 minutes minimum.
Right. And then the last one is self-affirmation is you're going to leave yourself a note in the morning and then at night you can maybe reflect on how was your day.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like where am I? How am I feeling? Is that correct?
That sounds good.
All righty, Valerie. Well, Vanessa, thank you so much for coming to this session, and I can't wait to see you on the next session.
Thank you.